Hey, I'm Kyle.
I'm Ethan, and we're here to talk to you about ADHD and dyslexia
And autism and breast cancer
and all that crap.
and AIDS. Not crap.
I know.
Serious.
It's serious business. We are not going to be
Serious
funny.
biz.
We may be funny sometimes,
It just
but
comes
this is
natural
no
to
laughing
us.
matter. This is no laughing matter.
They are serious disorders. I don't know why I'm trying not to smile, but I don't know why I'm smiling. Just trying not to smile makes me smile.
So, as you can see, Kyle, well, you can't really see it, but he has autism.
I have a
Autism.
small case.
Now, autism is where you have, like, a problem making friends. But that's
No.
not his case. That's not his case.
No?
That's what my friend has.
Okay, so let me talk about autism and you can talk about dyslexia because, like, we both know it. So, autism is something where it's different for everyone who has it, just like dyslexia. But, like, for me, it just makes it harder for me to, like, speak. Like, if I were to get into an argument, after the argument, I would be coming up with all the things that I should have said during the argument. Like, I'm not very good with confrontation and, like, talking because I, like, can't remember stuff very well and don't pat me. And, there's some signs, but I don't really know them right now, but I know that there are signs, and some of them are, and I only know, like, one, I think, and that's, in some cases with autism, you have Tourette's or tics, as they're called, not like tics that you find in your hair. It's like mental tics, like in your brain. And like in the videos, you might hear me like squeal, like woo or something, like high pitched squeal or something. And yeah, so just like little small things that like kind of like spasms, but sometimes they're vocal. Sometimes you might see me do this and stuff. And
go.
yeah, like that. And then yeah, so it just kind of makes me harder to just kind of it's kind of hard to explain. See if that's right there. Okay. Now to Ethan.
Dyslexia is where you have a problem, like, reading and understanding words, and everything kind of looks like, words, alphabet soup. Like, you can mistake God for dog, or dog for God, or all
like
those words.
B's for D's,
Yeah.
W's for M's, stuff like that.
Yeah. I have a minor case, and it's a bit different for me because I can read perfectly well in my head, but if I read out loud, I'll instantly go, and I'll get screwed up. My mind will go blank, and I can't think straight. I can't read. It's a very big problem with my education, so I try to hide it by goofing off.
That's what many people who have like these brain disorders do. They try to like shake it off, just try to be a different person than who they are. But fact is, people with autism are like 10 times more intelligent than anybody. They just have different tactics of learning. And with teaching, they normally shove on a certain type of learning, and sometimes I just don't understand it. So it's like so you have to do this math equation this way, but in my head, I'm like I can take a simple math equation and then like I make this big complicated thing in my head, but I still get the answer right, and just comes like that.
But but back to dyslexia.
Yeah, sorry.
And I also have like sudden moments where a question could be asked. All of a sudden, I don't remember that question, and also I have a hard time like answering questions. Like I could be up on a smart board writing down the answer, looking at my paper. I'll start to sweat, and I'll twitch.
Oh, you okay?
And I'll like go, and I'll twitch, and it's really hard for me because my brain gets all like Swiss cheese and melted and
Blah.
And now for ADHD. ADHD, if I remember correctly, is attention hyperactive disorder.
Hyperactive something attention disorder.
No, it's attention hyperactive disorder.
Oh, hyperactive deterioration disorder, something.
It's where you are very hyper, even when you haven't had caffeine, and you have like a hard time paying attention and sitting still.
Attention deficit disorder. No, that's ADD. ADHD. I can never ADHD is like attention.
Dyspraxive hyperactive disorder.
Yeah.
It's where you can't really sit straight.
Sit still. Like we both have both cases, like ADD and ADHD. And
caffeine helps.
Caffeine calms you down. This is just sugar.
This is like.
But in the stop shaking it up. You're gonna.
You guys are making another video.
Haley,
we're being serious about AIDS, ADHD, all that.
We're doing serious video.
This is his sister who has no case.
Computer.
Say hello.
Hi, Kaylee. Okay. So, see that was it right there. Like in the morning before school, I would have like a cup of coffee because it calmed me down, so then I can concentrate better at school.
Yep.
And Kate, guys, are crowding us.
I really wouldn't like.
It's my computer. I can take it away if I want.
Yeah.
I can take it away. I don't think I want.
That was rude. Anyway, and
you can't sit still. You have to be doing something at all times.
Yeah, like you could be sitting at school, all of a sudden you're rapping on the desk.
Yeah, like at one point in school, I would like use my fingers and my pencils to like drum on the desk, and I kept getting in trouble.
It's like really hard for us to get a good education.
Anymore.
Now finally we're gonna talk about AIDS. AIDS is like
it's
when
a sexually transmitted disease. It's a case of HIV.
And it can happen in many ways. Sexual transference.
Well, it can also happen
of a needle that's already been used by someone else.
And like blood. That's why blood packs. If your friends say, "Hey, we're like best friends. Let's do a blood pact." Just don't. You don't want to risk it because it's not a good idea. Stop it. Reps, we're not joking around.
And it's very serious. It's very dangerous.
One cell can corrupt your entire body, and you can die within years.
And you'll feel like fine at first. You'll feel fine. You'll feel great. But then in 30, 40, even in 30 and 40 years, you will die.
Your immune system, it destroys your immune system, and you are like way more vulnerable to like diseases and sicknesses. So if you do have AIDS, you have to like constantly keep clean, wash your hands at all times, have like hand sanitizer, because germs are like a big deal, but you still need some germs. Everybody needs germs, but
so far we have not. The U.S. has not found a cure.
We're being serious
for AIDS, but
we're trying to do something serious here.
We are trying. We
just don't.
The world is trying. There have been things that stop it, but then it just comes back. But it doesn't. It hasn't worked yet. But we're still doing research. We want to help as much as we can. We probably just look like a couple of misfits just wanting money, but we're not.
I'm gonna try to put a number at the bottom of the screen, like right here. I'm gonna pop it up a couple times. It might have been popped up before, early on in the video, and then throughout the video it'll pop up several times. But we asked just not to exit it out, just because it's in the way. And then finally, cancers. There's there's all sorts of cancers. Most of it can come from smoking. Oh wait, we should talk about smoking too.
No, we'll do that later.
Yeah, we'll do that after cancers. So, I think we should do smoking before cancers because it's like it leads to cancers. I know. So.
Okay, fine. We'll talk about smoking. He's gonna talk for the rest.
Because I have a lot of experience because my parents smoked a lot. Okay, so smoking, first-hand smoke it's not as serious as second-hand smoke. So when you're smoking, you're pretty much like, if you're smoking, you're hurting people around you, not just yourself. I know that it feels good when you're like stressed out or something, but like, and it's just, it's kind of hard to explain, but, so, pretty much like, smoking is like a device. When you start smoking, you push a button, and it shortens your life, like, every time you smoke. And it can cause different kinds of cancer. Bladder cancer, lung cancer, all that kind of cancers. And it's just not a joking matter at all. Like, they don't ban alcohol or cigarettes, but they ban weed. I mean, weed is like, I'm guessing is better than alcohol because, like, I think it like calms you down or something. So it's like, I'd rather have people smoking and driving like weed instead of drinking and driving, because drinking and driving, it disorients you, and it's just, all of them just, they kill. But like prohibition, I'm 100% prohibition. Like, my parents have both smoked, drank, all that stuff. And yeah, so you can get many kinds of cancers, and you can harm the lives of others from smoking. I just don't think it's a good idea at all. And now time for cancers. So one of the cancers that I've had, like, I haven't personally had, but one of my family members, my mom has had. My mom's had breast cancer, and my dad was in Iraq at the time. So I had to take care of my mom while my dad was in Iraq, and I was like really young. Like, I would make soup for my mom and all that. I was like, I don't know, 8 or something. I was really young. So yeah, and Keely, stop. I'm doing something serious.
I'm telling you how many times she's had it.
It doesn't matter how many times she's had it. Okay, Kaylee, just stop. I'm trying to. Oh. Okay, so yeah, so it's been going on for 12 minutes, almost 13, and I think I've gone over everything. But yeah, so just call the number. It's gonna be my number, but I'm gonna send money to the organizations and stuff. We would like at least an $8 donation, but you can go as high as you want. You can go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 if you want. But you don't have to do that much. Like, every donation counts. For every penny counts. I mean, they could be a penny away from curing cancer right now, at this moment. So, please, donate to this number right there. That one. And I will watch a video on how to put a number right there, because I don't know how and stuff. And yeah, and if you subscribe, that will also help, because we will, yeah, we'll keep on putting videos and stuff. So yeah. So I'm Kyle, and Ethan's not here right now, but I want to sign off. So click.